So for those lovely wild hearts who are curious about my new 30-day journaling experience, you got the love. I want to take you behind the screens and show you what happens when you log on to the course platform. So you come in here and you get a little welcome message from me, and I tell you exactly what you need to do to get ready. You can come into the Facebook group, but you don't have to. There is a place on the platform here called the sharing space where you can share. I'll show you. So you can type in your feedback and questions in that space, and I will answer you. I like to make these experiences as interactive as possible. I like to be able to guide and teach and help you. I get so excited about teaching this course because journaling in this way actually saved me when I was depressed and anxious and totally overwhelmed by life, and I didn't really know which way was up, and I thought I'd lost myself. I was confused about who I was. But even if you wanted to find a way to get more self-love into your life, or find a way to connect with yourself more, be more in tune with who you are, this is the way to do it. Because self-love is really about the relationship you have with yourself, isn't it? And that's the most important relationship of all. What did Whitney Houston sing? The greatest love of all. Learning to love yourself is the greatest love of all. So you get this little welcome note, and then as you go into the course platform, you can see that you have all these, it's broken down into lessons. When it's finished, it goes tick. So it's very, very intuitive and easy to use, I would say. So this is our weekly coaching call schedule, and if you're unable to attend the live, it's every Thursday starting on the 8th of June at 7:30. There are 4 live coaching calls, but they will be recorded and uploaded here to the course platform, so you don't need to come to the live if you don't want to. They will take place inside the Facebook group. So call number 1 is redefining self-love on your terms. Call number 2, self-care brainstorm for the busy. Call number 3, learning to love all of you, even the bits that you don't like, or you moan about, or you push away, or try and hide, or feel defensive about, all of those bits as well. And then the last call is celebrating more self-care. And then you got your 30-day journal, which I've made for you, and it's absolutely beautiful. You will also get a little video on how to free fall journal. So free fall journaling is the technique that I like to use. It's basically using imagery or a prompt, like a question. I use oracle cards and questions together, and then you just let your pen do the talking on the page. You don't have to be the greatest writer. You don't have to have the neatest handwriting. If you think, oh my God, I won't know what to say, I promise you, once you start to write, you'll be really surprised at what comes out of you. And I've always been taught that if you don't get what's inside of you out of you, the painful bits, the gifts, the joy, if you don't get it out of you, then it will destroy you, or it will bleed over everyone else. And then you can't love yourself if you've got all of that stuff inside of you. It's just taking up all that space where there could be more love. Then I've put some pointers on setting up your space, so how to set up a journal space. And then I've shared with you my daily journal practice. And for those of you that are worried that you're going to get stuck or you won't know what to write, I've also put some tips on if you feel stuck, because you will have a voice in your head that says, oh, I can't do this, it's too hard. But the point of doing this is to turn up the volume on your inner voice, your higher self, the voice that is love. You have love inside of you. We all come from love. We come from source, from the universe, energy. And turn down the volume on that nasty inner critic, on that shaming voice, on that voice that makes you feel guilty, bad, or wrong. And I'm just going to share with you the card decks that I've chosen for this experience. Quite intentional with my card picks. I've chosen Crazy Sexy Love Notes by Chris Carr. Chris Carr lives with cancer, and she practices radical self-love and self-care, and she's such a great role model for that. And then we've got Believe in Your Own Magic, which is a favourite one amongst my teens, but it also is really lovely in terms of encouraging and cheerleading. That's the energy of that deck. You know, believing that you are magic, you are that source energy. You already have that magic inside of you. You just got to tap into it. Then there's my deck, which is Get Your Happy On, 40 smiley thought cards. That is really to connect into your inner child. We all have an inner child inside of us that needs love and time and attention. And most of the things that block our self-love or stop us from letting self-love in come from when we were little, things that we were taught about ourselves or and the ways that we were raised. And then the last one is the Power Thought cards by Louise Hay. Louise L. Hay is the godmother of affirmations and self-love. She was the gateway drug to the self-development world for me, and I absolutely loved and adored her. Unfortunately, she's no longer with us, but she did live to a ripe old age, and her success came much later in her life, but she wrote a book called You Can Heal Your Life, and she's just amazing. So I picked her deck as a celebration of her teachings, because I think she's amazing. And then let's have a look at day one together. Let's take a sneak peek at day one so you can see what it looks like. And yeah, let's see if we can have a look at that. So day one, here is your card. Start a new course with our intention. So what do we want to get out of this course? What energy do we want to put into it? How do we want to feel when it's finished? So here we've got Choose Love as the first card. And then you get this 3-minute audio. So that's just a little pep talk from me. And you get that every day. So that's day one. And then you can see down here, you've got day two. And they will be uploaded as we go live. And you will journal on them, and then you will come into the Facebook group and share your experience of what it was like to journal and have that time with yourself. You won't have to share what you've written. It's not school. I won't make you read it out loud. Your journal is your private space. However, if you did want to share what you'd written because you had some amazing insights or ahas, or you got real clarity on something, then you're very welcome to. And then I'm going to put all the weekly coaching calls in that bit there. So you can see that bit there. Yeah. So that is what it's like behind. It's so easy. And as I say, even if you're not on Facebook, you still got this sharing space to ask me questions and to join in over here. You just write in this box here. All right, and you can attach things, you can send links, you can upload. So you can take photos of what you've written if you want and share it in the group. And yeah, I think that's it really. But I just wanted to give you a little sneaky peek behind the scenes, because often people get curious about doing courses and then they come up with all sorts of reasons why they can't. And my job is to take away as much of the unknown as possible and make it safe for you to try new things and encourage you to try new things. And why would I not be encouraging you to get more self-love in your life? I've spent the last 20 years trying to love myself, and this is a way that I've found to connect back to myself, to my spirit, to who I really am inside. And it definitely makes me more patient, much kinder and more compassionate to myself. And then as a byproduct of that, everyone else benefits from those energies as well. All right, I hope that's helpful. If you've got any questions, email me, lisa@smileyforlife.com, and I will happily answer them for you. I hope you'll join us. We start on the 1st of June. I'll see you then. Bye.